Now at 10, a Pittsburgh hit and run suspect turns himself in with the victim in serious condition. We'll have the latest. Plus, how the city of Miami prepares for its annual Sweet Street Halloween celebration. And
it's the final sprint to Election Day. I'm Natalie Brand on Capitol Hill with a look at the most competitive contests and what new CBS News polling reveals.
And a Pitt State football standout earns MIAA honors.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
A Southwest Missouri teen is dead following a motorcycle crash. This is KOAM News at 10. I'm Dow Quick. Authorities responded at around 3 p.m. to a motorcycle crash on State Route AA on the I-49 overpass. 70-year-old Darla Castile made a left turn in front of the motorcycle, ejecting 19-year-old Dylan Cole of Neosho from his motorcycle. He died at the scene. The driver of the car was not injured. A 12-year-old girl is in critical condition after falling off a hayride. Authorities say it happened on Saturday on Country Road 310, just east of Grove, Oklahoma. They say Venely Folma fell off the hayride and was then run over by the trailer. The other 14 passengers on that hayride were not injured. The family has set up a GoFundMe for medical expenses, and you can learn more about it on the KOAM News Now app. Police in Parsons, Kansas say a 13-year-old boy is dead after a head-on collision in a stolen pickup. The crash happened on Highway 400 just west of the Highway 59 junction on Thursday, but authorities released the information just today. They say the teen ran away from a successful Dreams Support Services in Parsons, then stole a pickup from a dealership. He crashed head-on into a tractor trailer. The teen was taken to the hospital but has since died. The driver of the tractor trailer was not hurt. A suspect in last week's hit and run crash in Pittsburgh has turned himself into police. Now, Friday, we showed you this security image of a vehicle suspected to be involved in a crash that day that hit a pedestrian, 43-year-old Melanie Ishimura of Pittsburgh. Police said the image led to various tips, and this afternoon, a 46-year-old man from Cherokee, Kansas, came to the police department with his attorney and turned himself in this case. He's now in jail without bond. Authorities say the victim remains in serious condition today, but they expect her to recover. It was a nice evening for the trick-or-treaters. Let's check in with Doug.
Yeah, it turned out to be a great Halloween all the way around. Plenty of sunshine, highs warm for us today, or at least mild. And then through the evening hours, we were mainly into the 60s, dropped back to the 50s. But check that out, 73, normal high is 65 degrees. So a pretty good chunk above where we should be for this time of the year. And it's still not bad. Most of us 50 to about 55 degrees outside. We have pretty much clear skies. Nothing is going on here. Nothing really across the entire Central Plains. So it's pretty quiet over the next couple days. By morning, 48, 53 by 9, 69 by noon. And we're going to make it up to, should be 75 degrees for us tomorrow. We're really going to warm up this week. Now, we're going to stay dry until Friday, but thunderstorm chances, heavy amounts of rain, big storm system. Also, you can get my long-range forecast on my month-long blog, KOAMnewsnow.com. We'll look at it all here in just a bit.
All right, we'll catch you then. Hey, Kansas voters beware. Someone is sending text messages like this one containing election misinformation. The Secretary of State says these text messages appear to be from an out-of-state organization called Voting Futures and often direct the voter to an incorrect polling location within their county. The texts have been reported in various areas all across the state, including Crawford County.
I've contacted the Secretary of State's office last night, and they are aware of it, and they're working on investigating it. So basically, we just want to assure voters that their polling places have not changed, and if they're wondering about what their polling location is, they can call us at our office.
And the people who sent out the text sent another text message to a KOAM employee this afternoon saying their information may not be correct. You can find a list of correct polling places and who you can call on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. Midterm elections are just 8 days away now. Early voting is already underway across most of the country, including in Missouri and Oklahoma. Reporter Natalie Brand reports from Washington on the flurry of campaigning.
In one of the key battleground states that could decide the balance of power, Senate Republican hopeful Herschel Walker rallied voters in Georgia and referenced the big name who's campaigning for his opponent, incumbent Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock.
You saw Obama came in this past weekend. Y'all saw that? Obama came in. I can tell you, he must not like Herschel Walker. Can y'all believe that?
Seems to me he's a celebrity who wants to be a politician. And we've seen how that goes.
Former President Obama hit the campaign trail in Georgia, Michigan, and Wisconsin over the weekend. Tuesday, he heads to Nevada and later in the week, Pennsylvania, a sign of the country's most competitive races. Former President Trump is also expected to visit Pennsylvania, along with Florida, Ohio, and Iowa. A new CBS News Battleground Tracker poll found 8 in 10 likely voters describe things in the country as, quote, out of control. The survey shows Republicans winning the majority of those voters. The new poll also found Republican voters tend to prioritize a strong economy, whereas likely Democratic voters say they prioritize a functioning democracy.
I was in there, took 3 minutes.
More than 21 million Americans have already voted. Early voting in Georgia remains at a record pace for midterm elections.
What you're seeing in Georgia, we're seeing all around the country.
Latasha Brown of Black Voters Matter launched a bus tour in key states as campaigns know that it will all come down to turning out their voters. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
The CBS News Battleground Tracker also finds Republicans are likely to capture the House. Prosecutors in California have announced a list of charges against the man they say attacked the husband of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Paul Pelosi was beaten with a hammer inside the couple's San Francisco home during a break-in on Friday. The suspect, David DePape, faces federal charges of assault and kidnapping. The U.S. Supreme Court today heard 2 cases that could end affirmative action at colleges. Affirmative action is a policy in which someone's color, race, sex, religion, or national origin could be taken into account in a selection process. Challengers are targeting minority admissions programs at Harvard and the University of North Carolina, saying they violate equal protection and are discriminatory. 9 states, including Oklahoma, ban it in college admission. Coming up, how the city of Miami prepares for their big annual Sweet Street celebration. Plus, we check out Jasper, Missouri's Halloween block party. In celebration of Halloween, Frank Layden Elementary School in Frontenac, Kansas hosted this Halloween parade. 1st to 5th grade students and staff celebrated Halloween by dressing up in costumes and taking part. One teacher says the costumes brought joy to the kids.
So those kids aren't only building memories with their teachers, but they're also building memories with their friends. They came in on a whole nother level this morning. They were so excited when they walked through those doors. They couldn't wait to show their costumes off to their friends.
There was a party for 1st to 5th graders after that parade. Miami's annual Sweet Street event went on tonight. KOAM's Carrie Worthen reports from Miami with a very sweet story.
Sweet Street was started as a safe environment for our children to trick or treat.
Sweet Street is an hour-and-a-half-long event. Vendors set up along downtown Miami to make this event as sweet as it can be.
Sweet Street is made up of our local business vendors. So churches are here, local businesses, some individuals, but mostly businesses and organizations.
Morris says it takes about 2 months to put together the event, making it a fun event for the family. A community member was excited to attend Sweet Street with his son.
I just think the community is great, and I like to be a part of it. So it's great to see people come together and just put all their stuff aside and just spend time together.
Here, it takes about 2 months to really put it together and get all of our participants happening and the decorations done and making it a great family fun evening.
The community took part in games from vendors, live music, food, inflatables, and tons of candy.
A sense of community, like a sense of spending time together with people that you may or may not know.
Express personnel brought Clydesdales to downtown Miami. And of course, you can't forget the dance party. In Miami, Carrie Worthen, KOAM News.
You can find information about other Miami events at KOAMnewsnow.com. The city of Jasper, Missouri tonight hosted a Halloween block party. It featured plenty of food, candy, a trunk or treat event, and costume contests for kids and for pets.
Come out and talk to us. We're really not that bad. If Trenton likes us, then must be good then, so, right? Yeah? Sometimes, yeah. But yeah, just come out and talk to us, and they're always welcome to come to our events. We do a Christmas party and Easter and stuff for the kids and stuff, so yeah.
The Jasper Dollar General also set up a box for people to donate supplies to people in need. Missouri Southern is mixing Halloween with its Czech semester. The university today hosted a presentation called Searching for Ghosts, a journey through the history, mysteries, and haunted places of Prague. It was presented by Michelle Patrick, the author of a book about supernatural legends and history in Prague. Patrick says Prague is one of the most haunted cities in the world, with a rich history of real events that have shaped the ghost stories.
Well, every fall we choose a different country or region of the world to emphasize on campus throughout the semester, with several different events for our students and faculty. And since this is Halloween and Prague is probably the most haunted city in the world, we decided to kind of tie that all together.
That wasn't the only campus event. A Day of the Dead celebration was held this afternoon, and Missouri Southern also hosted a safe Halloween event this evening. It included games, a candy station, pumpkin decorating, and a screening of the classic Disney movie Hocus Pocus.
So this event is actually, it's a community engagement event. So really to just give back to the community in a way that would create an opportunity for them to get on campus and see what we have to offer and create a fun environment for the children.
That safe Halloween event took place at the Billingsley Student Center. A little bit later, we're going to hear from Kansas City Chiefs head coach Andy Reid on his evaluation of the wide receiver corps.
Plus, we're going to warm up a bit as we go through the week. We're going to look at that coming up next. Well, it turned out to be a nice Halloween for us today. Temperatures lower 70s, plenty of sunshine. Pretty good after kind of a little bit of a raw weekend. We didn't get much in the way of sunshine. We had just drizzle and showers most of the weekend, but today turned out great. Indigo Sky Casino and Resort Indigo, just outside of Seneca, Missouri. All right, rain stats, even though we did get that rain, didn't amount to much, but still 3 inches for the month of October, and that mainly has occurred in the past 10 days, and we'll take that. Over 37 for the year, but we're still over 2 behind. We do have more rain chances in the forecast later on this week. Until then, we're going to be dry. But still, temperature is pretty good. 55 Stockton, 51 Miami, a little bit cooler. Pittsburgh is down to 49. At the airport in Joplin, 55. Humidity is at 57%. All right, the rest of the night, shortly here, 52 by 11, 48 by 7. Quick warm up near 60 by 10. Overnight low of 48 for us tonight. We're going to stick with the clear skies. We got clear skies across the Central Plains. In fact, here's our storm system that ran through the region over the weekend. We do have a weak wave southern parts of Texas. This is going to track to our south, so it really won't affect us. And then our next storm system, Pacific Northwest, that's the one that will start to affect us. This is mainly going to be late Friday night into Saturday. Until then, we get pretty good weather. All right, temperatures by morning, we drop back upper 40s, 4 overnight lows, pretty much clear skies. Quick warm up, upper 60s by noon, and then by the afternoon, pretty good. Lamar 77, 73 in Monette, 75 in Miami, Chanute up to 77. Tomorrow night, again, pretty much clear skies, not as chilly, lower 50s. As we go into Wednesday, a few mid and upper level clouds, but again, mid 70s for afternoon highs. So Tuesday looks good, Wednesday looks good. Then our next storm system will start to affect us. All right, here's your day planner tomorrow. 48 to start, 69 by noon, 73 by 5, high temp of 74 degrees. Now, as we go down the road, we stay warm on Thursday. Friday is going to be warm as well. We'll go into the 70s. Here's 1:30 Friday afternoon. Here comes our storm system. Cold front out across central Kansas. look at the rain increasing Friday evening. If it moves in a little bit later, we may squeeze in high school football games. If it comes in at this time, it's going to be a wet one. Then showers, thunderstorms, heavy amounts of rain Friday night. Some of these storms could be strong. I don't think severe, but we'll keep our eyes on it. Heavy rain all the way into Saturday morning. Saturday, you can see the little twist here. That's the upper level low rotates through. So again, we could get some really heavy amounts of rain. This is just an estimate. We'll watch it over the next few days, but it's very possible to pick up 2, 3, 4 inches of rain later on this week. It's a pretty big storm system, something we need. 74 tomorrow, 74 Wednesday, 77 Thursday. Showers, thunderstorms late Friday, kind of a raw, cooler rain Saturday. Sunday and Monday look good. No excuse not to go vote, but also some rain chances on voting Tuesday.
You know what else is coming up this weekend? We're falling back.
Yeah, I totally forgot to put my little clock on there.
Yeah,
we fall back.
Extra long weekend.
Yep.
Peace Church Cemetery in Jasper County has a long history, and the workers want to preserve it, even though new burials haven't been done there for years. Although the graveyard doesn't look full, the entire 5 acres of land is packed with graves. According to the caretaker, new burials are not encouraged because there are several unmarked graves. Some of these graves have soldiers from the Civil War, and some are big areas of family graves.
Stories were said that people were buried on people. I don't know that that's a fact, but when you look around the cemetery, they're buried in all different directions and in all different places.
Beeler says some people enter the graveyard to have haunted experiences. However, he wishes people would not do that, to respect the dead at the cemetery. Still ahead, Pitt State and 2 other MIAA schools make the regional rankings this week. And a Neosho running back reaches a huge milestone in his final game. Danny Terzer has more next.
Pitt State football is 9-0 and holds steady at number 5 in this week's AFCA coaches poll. The Gorillas are also at the top of this week's regional rankings. The Division II regional rankings dropped today, and Pitt State lands at number 2 in Super Region 3. The Gorillas are one of 3 MIAA schools making the list. Emporia State is 9th and Northwest is 10th. Pitt State's Dubem Okonkwo is named the MIAA Defensive Athlete of the Week. Okonkwo filled the stat sheet against UCO on Saturday. He tallied 5 tackles, 3.5 sacks, and a forced fumble. The redshirt sophomore now has 8.5 sacks this season, second most in the conference. Neosho senior Jared Seiler topped 2,000 rushing yards on the season in his final game as a Wildcat. His big game against Willard on Friday is voted the performance of the week. Seiler rushed for 2,178 yards this season and had 28 total touchdowns. He averaged more than 200 yards per game and over 6 yards per carry. Seiler helped lead the Wildcats to their best record, 4-6, since 2018. The Kansas City Chiefs are 5-2 and first in the AFC West. Head coach Andy Reid is pleased with his receivers' development through the first 7 weeks of the season. In their most recent game against the 49ers, both Juju Smith-Schuster and Marquez Valdez-Scantling both topped 100 yards, and McCole Hardman added 3 touchdowns.
The part I like the best is they've made improvement every week. They're getting on the same page with the quarterback every week, and a little bit better every week. And so I think, I like what I'm seeing there. I like the strength in which Juju's playing with, the speed in which Marquez is playing with. So, and then obviously with McCole, he's been doing a lot of different things for us and doing them well.
Missouri Southern women's basketball opens its regular season schedule this weekend, but first they'll hit the floor on Tuesday for an exhibition game. Southern travels to Wichita State to take on the Division I Shockers tomorrow. First tip is at 6 p.m. Here's sophomore guard Lacey Stokes on what we can expect this season.
A lot of our transfers and freshmen came down this summer, so we kind of got to get to know each other, and we would play pickup, kind of figuring out everyone's tendencies. And as practices started and through preseason, we've kind of picked up. So it'll be nice to see when we play someone else who hasn't got to see, Chrislyn or Mira or Ryan or Peyton, how people are going to guard them. I feel like people aren't prepared for that. So I'm really excited to see how they do.
That's a look at sports. We're back with more news after this.
We take some time now to honor a local veteran. Boyd Witcher served in the U.S. Army from 1942 to 1945. His hometown, Princeton, Kansas. And we're proud to salute Tech 4 Sergeant Boyd Witcher, a four-state hero. Some little kids, babies, got in the Halloween spirit today. The NICU at Freeman dressed up their patients in these cute little Halloween costumes. Costumes included Ninja Turtles, Batman, a strawberry, a cow, and a pig. Some kiddos at Mercy Hospital Joplin were also dressed up for the day. NICUs at that hospital dressed up their patients as well. Holidays like Halloween mean a lot to families going through battles.
Halloween's a big day for our families, and they start off in the NICU, usually in an unexpected stay, so it's stressful anyway, and they look forward to all the holidays, and happen to spend the first one in the NICU is very disappointing, so we try to give them as much normalcy as possible so we can get them into some cute costumes and make it as fun as we can for them.
There were cute costumes. You see little Batman there, Bat Baby, I guess. Costumes also included pizza and Dippin' Dots. Oh.
I doubt they had pizza and Dippin' Dots.
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah.
No, that probably wouldn't be appropriate. The weather looking pretty nice in the days ahead.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Plenty of sunshine. We hang into the mid to upper 70s. Thunderstorms late Friday into Saturday, and then cooling back down for the weekend.
Thanks for joining us. Morning Show, 5 a.m. Let's make it a great tomorrow.
Salon service is